Hello. Britain's naval dominance after Admiral Lord Nelson's famous victory at Trafalgar in 1805 began to be challenged towards the end of the 19th century. Germany, created by the unification of 20 plus duchies and principalities in 1871, initiated a massive and ambitious shipbuilding programme. Britain's response was the Naval Defence Act of 1889, the first in a series of navy laws designed to increase maritime strength and capability. For Britain, an island nation dependent on imports, a strong navy was a necessity. Why did Germany need a large navy if the aim wasn't for aggressive purposes? That was a question posed by some. A naval arms race was underway, a large part of which was keeping abreast of technological advances. Longer range guns were developed. Experiments began with steam turbines. In 1905, a design for the Royal Navy's first all-big gun battleship was approved. HMS Dreadnought was launched the following year, the fastest ship in her class. The concept of underwater craft was nothing new, but Britain was slow in exploring their potential. An armed submarine of sorts had been built in 1720 for Peter the Great of Russia. A one-man military submarine with manually powered propellers was developed in America in 1776. The potential operational advantages of submarines in warfare were well recognised, but problems of buoyancy, propulsion and maintaining an air supply created difficulties. The technological breakthrough was made by JohnPhilipHolland, the son of an Irish Royal Coast Guard officer. Born in County Clare in 1841, Holland began his career as a teacher with the Irish Christian Brothers in Limerick. In 1873, aged 32, he emigrated to the United States, where he earned a living teaching and also working for an engineering company. While recovering from a broken leg after slipping on ice, he produced a design for a submarine and submitted his ideas to the US Navy. Undeterred by initial rejection, Holland continued to refine his design and to build prototypes, partly funded by the Fenians, an undercover group of Irish nationalists. Holland's model combined a battery-operated electric motor for use underwater with a petrol-fueled internal combustion engine for surface power. His sixth model passed a demanding naval trial and was purchased by the US Navy. It entered service as USS Holland in 1900, the first modern submarine. 7 more were commissioned, and that same year the Royal Navy ordered 5 to be built under licence by Vickers Shipbuilding and Engineering Limited of Barrow-in-Furness, now subsumed in BAE Systems Submarine Solutions. The Imperial Japanese Navy also adapted the Holland design for their first submarines. Initial exercises with Holland 1 by the Royal Navy proved its effectiveness, and 5% of the Navy's shipbuilding budget was promptly diverted to further development. A-class, B-class, C-class models were built, and by the outbreak of World War I, D-class submarines were also in service. After being decommissioned, Holland 1 sank in 1913 near Eddystone Lighthouse while being towed to a scrapyard. The vessel was located in 1981, raised the following year, and after restoration is now on display in the Royal Navy Submarine Museum at Gosport. J.P. Holland died in 1914. A memorial sculpture in Drogheda is based on this photograph of him in one of his prototypes. In the run-up to World War I, the budget of the Royal Navy had doubled. When Germany's invasion of Belgium and Luxembourg triggered a declaration of war on the 28th of July 1914, it was time once again for the Royal Navy to prove itself equal to the challenge. And that's where this series ends. I hope you found it interesting, and as always, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available. or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.